Nobody out. Big cut and a miss as Murphy comes with heat. Serious heat. First time I've seen that from Jordan in the ball game. And big cut and miss by Con. One ball, two strikes. And the pitch. Right down the middle and into center field again. Nobody out for Chris Steph. Young man has 6-3 and down the pipe for Corey. Corey passing just fourth pitch in the fifth inning. His balls to strikes ratio has improved, 44 pitches, and so pitches outside and low, count 1-2. Once again, Jammers at home tomorrow night, hosting the Adirondack Trailblazers. Tyncana for that one. Jake Lyle. Jake, that is, hit one down the first baseline, another over-the-shoulder grab by his pop. Runner at first, one out, Lyle at the plate. First pitch, this is low ball. $1.75 out of Tennessee, attending Volunteer State Community College. 1-0 count. Pitch is fouled back to even at 1-1. If you're watching YouTube, that's not an earthquake. That's just the way the netting and everything kind of rumbles around after it's been hit by a foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sun just about to go below the horizon tonight. 1-1 pitch. Off speed delivery. No chase from Lyle. Count 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Lyle at home hitting 200 on the season. 2-1 pitch. Big cut and a miss, and the count's even at 2 now on Jake Lyle. Lyle hitting 172 with runners on base. And against the Jammers, Jake is hitting 167. This is 4th game against us. Also had an error in tonight's game. 2-2 pitches high, ball 3. Count now full on Jake Lyle. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, Trustin Riley. He had the 1-out single. Livingston recording the first out with a line drive to Skylar Valentine. 3-2 count, and Blessing's payoff pitch. Lofted into shallow right center. In quickly is Valentine, and he makes another sliding catch. And that is out number 2. And have they doubled the runner off? Or, nope, time. Okay, here's what happened. Apparently, because Lyle is down at first and Trustin Riley heads back to the dugout, it looked to me like Valentine caught the ball, which would mean that Lyle was out, but apparently he did not, and they ended up tagging Trustin Riley. So we'll call that a force out and put Lyle down at first on a fielder's choice. Runner at first, 2 out. First pitch misses outside low to Matt Chamberlain, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to the left-handed hitting center fielder. Chamberlain at the plate for a second trip. Walked back in the 3rd. Up here in the 5th. That pitch is low, ball 2. Corey walked him on a 3-2 pitch back in the 3rd inning. Behind 2-0 here. 2 balls, no strikes. Blessing's pitch. Right over the outside corner, taken by Chamberlain. Strike 1 called. Chamberlain, left-handed hitter, that over the inside part of the right-hander's side of the plate, or the outside part to Chamberlain. 2-1 pitch inside high, ball 3. Count 3-1. With some decided heat. Good pitch by Blessing. One that some left-handers will chase. They like that high inside pitch, trying to get a cut on it, but Chamberlain held off to take ball 3. 3-1 the count. Blessing gets the sign from Chris Conley. 3-1 pitch. Over the outside corner, strike 2 called. So once again, Corey Blessing and Matt Chamberlain dueling, as Blessing has come back to get the count full at 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Jammers are up by a score of 8-0. Runner at first base, Lyle, takes off. And out for Ishiyama. Ishiyama at the plate for a 3rd trip. Grounded out. Brook over to Blessing for the first out of the 1st inning. And hit a line drive out that was caught by Colin Stack for the 2nd out of the 3rd. A chance here for the Red Wings and a long conversation by Chris Conley and Corey Blessing out on the hill. Home plate umpire comes out to chase Chris back behind the plate. Corey's thrown just 59 pitches, 34 strikes, 25 balls. Not the kind of balls to strike ratio that I'm sure he'd like to have. Taking a look down into the Jammers' pen, no one is loosening there. With an 8-0 lead, Corey's got a little bit of a leash here. Ishiyama, big cut and a miss. Actually, I think he foul-tipped it right into the glove of Chris Conley, strike 1. No balls and a strike to Yohei Ishiyama. Ishiyama, 5'10", $165 from Yokohama in Japan, attending Nihon University. As a year evidently, it lists him as a senior. Next pitch to him is strike 2, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Corey Blessing trying to bring the Red Wings' 5th to an end. Jammers up 8-0. 0-2 pitch, and Chris Conley climbs the ladder to catch that one to make the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second is Jake Lyle. Chamberlain down at first. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside, and the count's even at 2 now on Yohei Ishiyama. Bottom of the 5th, a 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3, throw down to second as they try to get Jake Lyle off the bag, but he dives back in. O'Donnell puts the tag down, and he's safe. So now it comes down to this, a full count on Ishiyama. Lyle at second, Chamberlain at first, with 2 out. Jammers up 8-0. 8-10-0 for the Jammers, 0-3-1 for the Red Wings. Corey Blessing's payoff pitch popped up, out of play. Count still full at 3-2. Ishiyama was in a game against the Jammers, but did not have an at-bat. He just played in the field in that game. Ishiyama on the season with runners in scoring position is hitting .357. Blessing steps off the hill, looks back at second base. And after getting his attention on a throw down by Conley, he scoots back and touches up at second base. Lyle at second, Chamberlain at first, 2 out, a 3-2 count on Ishiyama. To the plate, and Chris Conley ready to pop up and make a walk to the dugout, and that'll be delayed because it's ball 4. Hayden Carter will go out and talk to Corey Blessing as the Red Wings have loaded the bases with 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Blessing needs 1 more to get out of the inning. But this has been his roughest start so far. It's nothing to do with pitch count here in the 5th. He's thrown 66. The big problem has been his strikes to balls ratio. 37 strikes, 29 balls. Not optimal. He's walked 3 and struck out 1, facing 19 batters so far for 4 2/3 innings. Hayden Carter having a long talk with Corey Blessing. And activity resumes in the Red Wings bullpen. Home plate umpire comes out. Hayden walks back. Now Conley walks back with a grin. And he and the ump exchange pleasantries on the way back to the plate. Corey Blessing ready to face Dominic Toso. Toso on the night, singled back in the first, hit a fly ball out to Valentine for the final out of the 3rd. A fly ball out would be just fine here with the bases loaded and 2 out. Blessing trying to keep the Red Wings off the board. Toso swings at the first pitch and pops it up to shortstop Alex O'Donnell. Just 1 foot in the outfield grass, the other one on the infield skin. OD makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Red Wings in their half of the 5th. They get no runs on 1 hit, no jammers, errors, and the bases were left loaded. We have completed 5 at McDonough Park in Geneva, New York, and the score, Jammers 8, Red Wings nothing. More after this on the Jammers Baseball Network.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the and the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better, and kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
Geneva starter Jordan Murphy's night is done as Zach Barker comes in out of the bullpen, a left-handed thrower. We'll update you on him after we tell you Murphy went 5, faced 29 batters, gave up 8 runs, 10 hits, walked 4, struck out 3, had a wild pitch to his credit that allowed a run to come in, threw 105. 55 of those were strikes and 50 were balls, and he yields to Zach Barker. Zach Barker on the season is making apparently his first appearance, because I do not have him listed here in the individual pitching stats, that is, for the Red Wings. So everyone getting a treat and getting to see the first PGCBL pitches for Zach Barker. Barker hails from Chiefland, Florida, attending Tallahassee Community College. First batter to face him is Ben Brookover. Ben has a cut at the first pitch he sees from Zach Barker and fouls it back to the home plate grandstand, strike one. No balls, one strike. Ben, the leadoff batter here in the top of the sixth. 0-1 pitch, misses a bit high outside, and the count evens up at 1. One pitch, misses outside low, and has a look high. Play. Fly ball out to field in the third, and struck in the fourth for the second out of that inning. Has a cut, foul tips, first pitch from Barker, strike one. No balls and a strike to the right-handed hitting center fielder, Skylar Valentine. No, I'm good. Bill Coburg dropping by. Thank you, Bill. And the ground ball goes off the glove of Barker. Valentine gets down to first and beats it out, and that'll have to be a single. There is the way that was hit back through the box. You have to give Valentine a single on that. Brooke Ober